All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with our pre-market post-wave report of yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave price trigger reports. All right, so as you can see here, looking at this Bitcoin futures chart, you notice that we still have a bearish trend momentum reading, which means that we still have a sell the rally mode bearish bias in the market. Now, it's been going sideways. It's stuck in this sideways channel right here, as you can see, dating all the way back to here to June. And the market really hasn't done anything since then. All right. So since June 21st, the market's been caught in a sideways consolidated fashion. And until that changes, I think the market's going to remain in this range for the foreseeable future. As you can see here, that even the Kumo cloud has flatlined and is outstretched. So you'll see the similar fashion with Ethereum as well when we get to that chart. Next up is XRP Ripple. So after the really big bar we had here on the week of July the 12th, the market's been working off some of that parabolic bar. We go all the way down here to that 61.8/62% retracement. And since then, the market is kind of stuck. Doesn't know what it wants to be when it grows up. But the good news is we're now off of the sell the rally mode in XRP Ripple. Now we are in buy the pullback, buy the dip mode in XRP Ripple. So perhaps the market now has found a floor and is looking to take advantage of this rampage here coming up. And that should help the price action to get back above the 70 cent level. So this is going to be a challenge to see how much pent-up energy is in this market, because as you know, this 52-week high parabolic bar is a bullish pointer that will need to be taken out at some point. But on the flip side, because of the type of bar this is, it's also a massive bearish pointer. So this type of upside down sword behavior tends to be a consolidation bar. And that's what you're going to see here. This bar has now fixed the trading range for the foreseeable future. All right. So your support's at 68 cents. Your resistance is at 80 cents. All right. So that's just what it is. All right. For the foreseeable future. There's not a whole lot you could do about that. Let's see. Okay, John in the chat is saying if you can hit it up, Alaska is taking the EPA to the Supreme Court over the restriction holding back the mining. When it was free to run, it was as high as $20.50. Wow. Well, you know, litigation has been having a major effect on markets as a whole. So you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Yeah, NAC has been one of those that is pretty famous mining stock that people like to trade. So you're right. You're right. That's one that I used to have on the watch list a lot. We talk about it almost every day. But since you brought it up, let's see if I can peep it real quick and see what we got on the algo. See if there's anything that we may have overlooked. Haven't looked at this one in a long time. So let's just take a look and see what NAC is up to real quick, since you brought it up. Let's see. Waiting for the data. For those that don't know, NAC is Northern Dynasty Minerals. It is, a very popular, very famous mining stock. All right, so as you can see here, it's just in a longer term grand consolidation pattern. Really nothing really happening overall. No real conviction either way. It was in a bear market for the longest time. But something interesting happened. This last bear market rally put the market and flipped it to a bull market. So you're no longer in the bear market situation. Now you're in a bull market situation. Very interesting, the turn of events and how the market has shifted. But since then, it has come off of this high that it made in the bear market rally and it's been pulling back. Very powerful correction. So now the market's neutralized to start trading on Monday to start the week off. It's neutralized again. But very interesting how this market is looking. You got rampage coming up here. Perhaps the market can take advantage of that. It's going to be interesting to see. That will get prices back above 28 cents. So we need to see what kind of conviction that has in it. And like you said, it could be, all this litigation that's coming apart, coming to bear on the prices as well. Just hard to know sometimes what may be at play. Everything that is known or that can be known is already priced into the market. Now, looking at this weekly chart at NASDAQ, you'll see where it had the powerful run up the week of the month of July of 2020, when it ran all the way up here to $2.50. And since then, it has been, it was in this bear market and has really not recovered since you had the huge gap down. And in December of 2020, the market has really never recovered. So, yeah, it's a very interesting turn of events in NASDAQ. Let's see if I can get what I got for the monthly here. Okay, so when you look at the monthly, here's that $20 you was talking about. This was done the month of February in 2011. And that's when it, it broke that $20 handle. So technically, since then, it's been all downhill, as you can see, all downhill. And it's been flatlining and building this long-term base, all right, that started back in 2014, and it's just been basing and flattening out here, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's just stuck. It's neither, it's neither bearish nor bullish. It's just not trending. So anyone who bought up in here in the 20s is really hurting, because now, you're at 26 cents, So yeah, maybe, as the court situation plays out, maybe this market will get some interest again and they'll start rallying. So this is really really telling. Price says a lot about what's going on in a security. All right, next up we got wheat. Wheat still has a bearish trend momentum reading. You are in that free fall status. You're in a locked-in bear market, and it's gunning for the 52-week lows. Next up is soybeans. Same thing, bear market, locked-in bear market, bearish trend momentum reading. So you're looking at the market still in the seller rally mode, and it's heading lower. The grains seem to be gunning for the 52-week lows now. They're in free fall. Corn is the closest. It's right here, man. It's right there. It threatening to drop and close below the 52-week lows. So locked in bear markets for your grains right now. I thought that the bear market rallies were going to get some teeth behind it, but they didn't. They did not. You're welcome. No problem. Silver is now neutralized. It was neutralized on Thursday and neutralized again on the close on Friday. We have a bearish trend momentum reading, though. So this bull market is still in correction mode. Will it find support and get a technical bounce? Hard to say. The selling pressure is real. And I told you that the market was going to head into that $22 handle. Well, it's done it. Now the thing it's looking at now, it's testing the $22 support. Can it take that out? If it does, then the next support is way down here at the $20 handle. So you're looking at roughly a possible $2.75 more to go to the downside, potentially even more, because then you got your $18 support down here. So yeah, you're still on a bull market complexion, but you got this bearish trend momentum reading, and like I've taught you guys, The trend, following the trend is great, but if the market ceases trending, you'll know it because your trend momentums will change from bullish to bearish. All right. And that's something that cannot be ignored. All right. The time to buy a bull market is with a bullish trend momentum reading. The time to get out and take profits in a bull market is with a bearish trend momentum reading. It's really that simple. So this market is neutralized to start the week off, but still bearish. You're still in a bull market that's in correction. All right, looking at nat gas. Nat gas is still in a locked-in bear market. I thought there was some hope. I was hoping you could get those consecutive closes above $3, but it's not happening. Every rally is getting met with selling because of the sell the rally mode. Now, there was some green shoots with this bullish trend momentum reading. The market was able to get a little something going here, went all the way up to $3 and then just gave up the ghost. So now you're back to selling rallies and nat gas. Wow. These bear markets sometimes can hang on for seems like centuries. All right, looking at the Dow. The Dow still has a bearish trend momentum reading, so you're still in the sell the rally mode in the Dow, ladies and gentlemen. It's still a market in correction. It's still in correction mode. Nothing is happening. All right. Whenever you got a bearish trend momentum reading, regardless of the major trend, that's what it is. Again, when you have a bullish trend momentum reading in a bull market, that's when it's time to buy. When you get a bearish trend momentum reading, that's when it's time to sell and take profit on all of your positions. It's just what it is. And we have to be mindful of that. Next up is the NASDAQ 100. As you can see, it's broken down more than the Dow and already hit the 15,000 top of the Kumo cloud support, which is the first downside target that's been met. Now the next target is down here, the 14,000. And as long as the market has a corrective mode going on and a bearish trend momentum reading, the market is in danger of doing just that, correcting deeper and further. Next up is gold futures, bearish trend momentum reading, still consolidating within the Kumo cloud, but again, you're in the sell the rally mode. The bull market is still in a corrective process, and prices are still breaking down. I expect lower prices. Looking at the S&P 500, same thing, bearish trend momentum reading. 4,400 is the initial downside target, top of the Kumo cloud support, and that is where the market is currently headed. Next up is crude oil. Crude oil was neutralized out on Thursday, but on Friday, we got a crash alert to start the week off for Sunday night into Monday morning, and we have now a new bearish trend momentum reading. So it looks safe to say that your oil has now topped out. Where is the downside initial target? Kumo cloud. Kumo clouds act like trend lines. Price action likes to revert to the mean. So that's what you can expect all the time. Here you go. When the market was down here, it came back up to the Kumo cloud. It's just what the markets do. Down here, comes back up to the Kumo cloud. It's just it's just the nature of the beast. All right. So bearish this market is. Now, another thing to be said here, as you know, you're still in a bear market, and your crude oil overall, that has not changed. That has not changed. Long-term trend is still bear market. However, the intermediate trend turned bullish. All right, but now it seems that the bullish trend momentum reading has come to an end. And now you got the beginning of a bearish trend momentum reading. So we expect lower prices. I was thinking that it might hit 85, but it looks like 83 is going to be it for it. Next up is the euro, bearish trend momentum reading right here, flirting with the initial downside targets of the Kumo cloud, but I think the market wants to go deeper. So I think 108 is still in play. As long as you got a bearish trend momentum reading and you're in the sell the rally mode, you can expect that. And we have a crash alert to start the week off of Sunday night into Monday's trading. Looking at the pound sterling, same thing, bearish trend momentum reading. And to start the week off, we got a crash alert to start the trading week off of Sunday night into Monday's trading. Australian dollar or the Aussie has a bearish trend momentum reading. You're in a locked in bear market, so you can definitely expect lower prices. Nothing has changed there either. Next is the Russell bearish trend momentum reading. It's on its way down here to test that 1850 handle. Nothing has changed there either. Next up is copper. And you can see here it has a bearish trend momentum reading in a bear market. It's in a locked in bear market. We're expecting this market to come down here and test or take out the 350 handle. Next up is the Ethereum futures. Now, blow this up a little bit more. As you can see, we had this bot check, all right, on or about the 9th of August. Negative bot check. So we know a down leg is coming. All right. So that is still in the works. And as long as you got a bearish trend momentum reading, it is pretty much etched in stone. All right, folks. So that's what we're looking at. I know it's a lot of bear markets and a lot of bull markets that are in correction mode or consolidation. So a lot to take in, I know. But just remember, the system works if you work the system. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. That simply means take whatever profits you can from the market and don't give the profits back to the market in the way of losses. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. I'm going to leave you to it. See you guys again tomorrow. Peace. Oh, and smash the like button.